Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing a Jeep Wrangler Sahara. Before we get in this video, I'm going to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Large Miller Dodge Ram Jeep Chrysler here in Sandy, Utah for giving me some time with this Wrangler Sahara. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 20 around town and then 20 on the highway, with power outputs being 270 horsepower and then 295 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So like all new 24 Wranglers, you have the antenna now built into the windshield. And then down below, you guys can see this has the 1941 decal, which I think it looks pretty cool. Now we've got LED lights here with this particular Wrangler. I think those look pretty sharp. And then look at the silver trim. Not so sure how to feel about that. Let me know you guys' thoughts. You can see the rest of the grille is blacked out. Got recovery points here on the front end. Fog lights on the bumper. And then yeah, more silver there as well. But putting it all together, let me know what you guys think about the front end design of the Sahara. Coming on the side here, our tire wheel setup is 255, 70, 18 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see with the wheels, you got the silver there on the top, metallic gray behind that. Definitely a mall crawler setup, that is for sure. Now I've got these really nice body painted fender flares. Look at that trim piece, that's pretty cool. You guys can see all of the badges, again, silver. Even a trail rated badge, it should say curb rated instead. Anyways, you guys can see with the mirror caps, the door handles, those match. And then no rock rail protection, because again, mall crawler life. And then here's your full side view with the Sahara. I will say with the wheels and the painted fenders and the top, it looks cool. And then here's a quick look at the key fob. We have our unlock function or lock function, remote start. You got a little flip out key as well as the Jeep logo there on the back. And speaking of back, you got the tailgate here. You guys can see the little JL depiction there. I think that's pretty sweet. And then we got the window that you can also pop open. So you guys can see space back here, since this is a 4-door, is quite strong. We've got a 12 volt here in the back, and then you guys can see body painted there. And then this has the Alpine sound system as well. And when you're all done, just plop and whooah! LED taillights here on the back. We got parking sensors there at the bottom, and then look at the spare tire there. Pretty cool looking. So putting it all together, let me know what you guys think about the Sahara, but the way that I see this is basically a mall crawler wannabe G-Wagon, but that's still cool. Now with the Sahara, this top portion of the door panel is soft touch. You got some nice stitching here on the padded armrest, and then of course you got Jeep's signature door handle. Now we have these cloth seats, again, with the stitching similar to what I've seen in other cloth-seated Wranglers of the 24 model year. Legroom back here is really good. Got a little storage pocket, some vent action. We also happen to have window controls back here, some USB action, full power outlet, also some cup holders down below. And then headroom back here, it's good. With the front door panel, soft touch here at the top, you guys can see the padding and stitching down below. Mirror adjustments, we got door lock and unlock, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then payload is 850 pounds. And then with the front seat, it says Sahara there at the top. You guys can see the stitching, manually adjustable. And then we got all of our light controls right here with the fog light control, and the steering wheel is manually adjustable. Now we have Jeep signature steering wheel, so nice trim all around. You've got stitching that matches the stitching there on the seats. Is pretty sweet looking. Radio controls on the back. We also have adaptive cruise control with regular cruise control. Some controls here for the center stack as well, and then your stocks there on the back. Now with the gauge cluster, mostly analog, does show you with the driveline select there on the side. And then you can also scroll through these menus to see different bits of info on the vehicle. Now this does have the reverse and front camera setup, which is great for climbing over curbs at the mall so that you don't accidentally run over a fire hydrant. And then you guys can see with the rest of these screens, so larger infotainment system, got a little Wrangler right there, which is pretty cool looking. But we got stuff like dual zone climate, heated seats, heated steering wheel as well. And they must have updated the screen, because I feel like this responds quicker than what I've seen before, so I guess that's good. Look at this trim here at the top of the dash, and then you guys can see here, with the stitching that goes across. And then we got the grab handle down below. And then Next to that, we've got our analog controls for the radio, climate controls, heated and ventilated seats. You also have your off-road cruise control, stability control as well. Window controls down below. This is, well, what it says, the media stuff. 12 volt right next to that. And then we still have, you know, a 2-speed transfer case. It is a Wrangler at the end of the day. It still has solid axles too. Transmission selector there for the 8-speed automatic. Some cup holders, regular parking brake. Or that nice stitching here in the center console, which is pretty cool. And you've got the normal Wrangler glove box, that's unchanged. And then at the very top, we've got these latches here to take off the hard top. So this portion's really easy to take off. With the back, you gotta use tools. So here's our window sticker, $47,825 is the base MSRP. Comes with all of that. We do have some options, tech package, safety package, body painted hardtop. Total MSRP, $55,915. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, do a blind spot monitoring with the rest of the rear. And, well, let us set off in the Sahara, aka the ultimate mall crawler. Also, maybe TMI, but man, it'd be so hot outside. I found out why my GoPro keeps falling off. It's because my head's a little sweaty. So, yeah, maybe I need to I don't know, do something to the GoPro so it doesn't slip off. Anyways, setting off, you know, it's comfortable. The thing you notice right off the bat with a 24 Wrangler is the extra insulation they've added, right? Glass is a little bit thicker, and it's just a little bit more sound deadening added throughout, and it does help. It is a quieter ride. And the thing that I've noticed the most is you don't really hear the creaks anymore with the Wrangler. That's the big difference with the extra sound deadening, is the creaks and the rattles that you normally hear that you're used to in a Wrangler, they're gone, which is weird. But hey, I won't complain. It makes it feel like more of a real car, basically, because it doesn't creak and rattle as much, or at least from what you can hear. Now, aside from that, I mean, this drives well on road. Again, it's not as comfy or as, you know, I guess sporty driving as, you know, a lot of modern crossovers, because again, this is body on frame, solid axles, but for a Wrangler, it drives well. I will say, I do like the steering wheel. It's a different material. This isn't leather. You can kind of see here in the sunlight, it looks like it's some synthetic material. It'll be interesting to see how this holds up over time, but I do like the feel of it. I think it has a nice feel to it. This turbocharged engine takes a second to get into the power, but then once it does get into the power, it's like skirt. It's kind of funny, I do like the braking too. Like this drives well. It really does. Let's see how the 2.0 turbo performs. Calm down there, Murano. Yeah, it's got good power. Again, 270 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. And it does really good here at elevation. I'll be interested to see kind of how that V6 feels with the new Wrangler. I'm sure it won't feel different than before, but you know what? Got to test it for testing's sake, right? That's my job at the end of the day. So, something's up here with this Sahara. I think it looks cool. I don't understand it. I know some of you are going to comment, Ben, of course you don't understand it. This is for this use. But like, seriously, like, I get that most people don't take the Wranglers off-road, but still, like, if you're going to live the Wrangler life, you might as well go all in and have at least the off-roader looks, even if you don't take it off-road. But again, I understand the practicality with this, right? The street tires are less expensive than off-road tires. It rides a little bit better. It's a little bit quieter. I get the benefits, but still, it's a Wrangler, for goodness sakes. Also, I think that the Sahara, this is my opinion, if they really want to sell this as the mall crawler, it should come standard with a capital S. Standard with leather seats. The fact that this has cloth seats, I don't know. Kind of silly. Also, mamma mia. That is the new Wrangler X. Guess we're gonna have to review that today as well. Anyways, let me know your thoughts here. Or actually, is that even a 24? I'll have to check. Let me know your thoughts here on the Sahara package. And do you think, I mean, do you agree with this, how this is packaged, or do you think it's kind of silly that, you know, Jeep is basically giving us this weird mall crawler thing in a vehicle that's supposed to be all about utility and off-road and all of that fun stuff?